Hello, my dear students. This is your English mentor, Miss Vilika. Today we'll be discussing on a new chapter, that is chapter 2, Let's Have a Party. The topics that we are going to learn today are verb, noun, fiction or non-fiction, tenses, compound words, and prefix and suffix. So let's start with the class. Verb. Action words are called a verb. Sentence cannot be completed without a verb. Let's look into an example of verb. First, I walk to school every day. Next, the train runs on rails. Third, the fish swim in the sea. In these sentences, walk, runs, and swim describes the action. All these words are called verb. Verbs are words that start action which show what someone or something does. Verbs are important because they make a sentence complete. Next, noun. Naming words. Everything in the world has a name. All names or naming words are nouns. A noun names a person, place, animal, or thing. Let's look into a sentence. Johnny and his dog are playing with cricket ball in the garden. Here, Johnny is the name of a person. Dog is the name of an animal. And cricket ball is the name of a thing. A name can be a common or special. The special name of a noun is called a proper noun. Johnny is a name of a person, so Johnny is a proper noun, whereas dog, cricket ball, and garden are common nouns. Fiction or non-fiction. Material can either be fiction or non-fiction. That is, it can be a books, TV shows, a real-life story, films, or plans. Fiction. A fiction refers to plot, settings, and characters created from the imagination. We read or watch this material for fun. For example, a book about a teddy bear that talks. We know this can be real and it's created from the imagination, and we read it just for fun. Therefore, it's fiction. Next, a cartoon on TV. Cartoons generally have plots, settings, and characters created from the imagination, and we enjoy watching them. Non-fiction. Non-fiction refers to factual stories that are based on real people and true events. We read or watch this material for information. For example, a book about animal life cycle. Next example, a documentary on TV. Both these examples are likely to have facts and true information. Therefore, it's non-fiction. Sometimes it's really hard to differentiate between fiction and non-fiction. Therefore, in simple way to remember is, if the material has true information and it's factual, then it's non-fiction. And if it's not true or it's made up, then it's fiction. Now let's learn the three common tenses, that is, past, present, and future. The word tenses indicates the time of an action or an event. For example, the sun shines brightly. Here in this sentence, the verb shines indicates the action in present tense. Next, yesterday she attended a birthday party of his friend. Here, the verb attended indicates an action in the past. Next, tomorrow I will go for shopping. Here, the verb will go indicates the action in the future. Present tense is a grammatical term used for verbs that describe action happening right now. For example, Ark loves to read books. Next, past tense. Past tense verb refers to action or event that happened in the past. Here is simply end with the or ed. For example, he graciously accepted the award on her behalf. The last one, future tense. Future tense represents action which will happen in the future. For example, I will give a speech in the program. Here it starts with will. Next, compound words. Compound words are formed when two or more words are joined together to create a new word that has an entirely new meaning. For example, sun and flower are two different words, but when we put it together, they form another new word that is sunflower. For example, not plus book, notebook. Bird plus house, birdhouse. Butter plus fly, butterfly. Cup plus cake, cupcake. So, compound words are formed when two or more words are joined together to create a new word. Prefixes. Prefixes are words that are placed at the beginning of the words. For example, disconnect, imbalance, incorrect, unhappy. So here the words this, in, and on are part prefixes that means not or the opposite of. Remember, a prefix can change the meaning of a word. Example, connect can change to disconnect. Balance can change to imbalance. Correct can change to incorrect. And happy can change to unhappy. So these are some of the words of prefixes. Suffixes. A syllable or a word part added at the end of a word is called a suffix. For example, read plus R is reader. Drive plus R is driver. Make plus R is maker. And boy plus hood is a boyhood. So these are some of the examples of suffix. Remember, a suffix is a word part that is placed at the end of a root word. This is all for today's video. Thank you and stay safe.